Now go listen to Love, the EP, Mr. Kuba.
MC Complex.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, so how we gonna do this? We're gonna start it off.
Exactly.
Hey, good to see you again after a couple of years.
Exactly.
Meeting you on the streets, literally, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you was a young brother coming up, loved to rap, and said you was rhyming, you was doing your songs, and you came through the Live on the Low. It's been the platform where a lot of artists started out showcasing themselves, and is the open mic night since 98, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we go deep. But you did your thing, and I was impressed because, one, you're doing your stuff in English, you're internationally minded, but you were lyrically doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? So, I like it. And now you got new material, you know, you send it to me, I listened to it, I saw the video, I was like, yo, it's good. So tell us, what's the name of the album? What's the name of the EP, right? Because we call it the EP.
EP, yes.
It's 8 songs, 8 tracks on there.
Yeah.
And what is it called?
All right, the EP is called Love. Love EP. Man, first of all, I want to tell you that I appreciate the fact that you came up here. I didn't see you for more than a year, right? It was 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. It was a long time ago. So shouts out to you for being here. Finally released my first EP called Love. The EP is a 8-song track. You know, I did the EP in the perspective of an individual who, his parents are separated. He's living in a household with his mom. And in the household, you don't see the mother and father love, you know, because they separated. So it's but society expects you to grow up and find your love, right? But how are you supposed to do that without guidance, without a role model, you know, without a blueprint? So that's exactly my perspective. That's my story, and that's what I wanted to resonate in this EP.
Nice. So, I think that resonates with a lot of people out there, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, grow up in broken homes or whatnot. So, yeah, I think with that, you're touching on something that's, you know, needs to be talked about, and is brave that you're able to express that. So that's good. I like that, you know. That's why I like the fact that you bring out some positive vibes, man. It's not the stereotypical negative image that now clings on hip hop in itself.
Exactly.
So, how come you so brave? What happened? How did Kuba become so brave that you're able to talk about real stuff?
Yeah. I guess it's just always been in my nature this is just who I am as a person. I've never been super negative guy who, it's difficult to say this. It's difficult to say why you're a good guy, you know, or something like that.
Hey, no, I'm saying a lot of artists that are aspiring artists out there, they tend to want that mass appeal or want to appeal to an audience and to a sound that's out there now, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta do this trap thing, or I gotta sound like da 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 to get noticed. But you choose a different route. You know, you love a certain you love something about music. What is that love? Can you define that? Because the EP is called Love. Can you define that love that made you do what you do in music?
What made me do it is just the real ones that already did it. I'm talking about Jay-Z, talking about Nas, J. Cole, everybody in the generation before me that it's like the prior generations, they also had like rappers who rap more about negative stuff, but I just handpicked and like filtered the ones I like, and those are Jay-Z, Kanye West, everybody that I feel that brings something new and brings some new energy to it. And just, I guess that I'm like kind of the product of that, mixed with my own flavor, you know?
Cool. How did you start with rap, man? I mean, like, who put you onto this music and this love of music? Is there a moment that you could say, like, that's where I heard about hip hop, or that's where that love started for me?
All right, so it started listen, when you're like 12 years old, 13 years old, you just listen. For me, I just listened to radio, you know? I just listened to whatever was popping. That was not really hip hop. Then when I got older, you know, you start to develop your own taste, you know? You start to look for what you really like and not what the masses like. So I discovered this website, thatpiff.com. You familiar with that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It had all the mixtapes on there from the big hip hop rappers, and I felt like that was like Santa Claus, you know, like all the mixtapes, and all the mixtapes are for free, you know. Like albums, you had got to buy them, but mixtapes, man, I started to listening to like Wiz Khalifa mixtapes, A$AP Rocky, J. Cole, Logic, all of them dudes. And I started to really get into that, and soon after I was like, why not me? Like, why can't I make something like that, you know? Just that, not even to be big or something. Let me just make one mixtape. That's my goal, you know? And that developed. 1 year went by, 2 years. I didn't have a microphone. Then after I graduated, I was like, okay, am I doing this serious, or what route am I taking now, you know? But I think 2016, I decided, like, you know, in 10 years, I just want to let me get a Grammy, you know? 2016, I said, let me get a Grammy in 10 years. So in 2026, I want to have a Grammy.
Setting goals. That's good. Nice,
exactly.
Man. Nice. Hey. Yeah, man. So, hey, we got a bunch of songs on there, man. You have a favorite?
Nah, all of them are babies.
Oh, yeah?
All of them, yeah.
Okay. Which was the first song you did, you think?
Maybe I Wish. Track number 4.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's that song about?
The song I Wish is about a girl who... It's literally the hook. Like, I wish you was the one, but I know that you just ain't. You know, that feeling when you feel a vibe with a girl, you feel like you're connecting, but somehow you know, like, it's at the end, it's not gonna work out. Like, longevity wise, it's just not gonna be the one. But you're having a good time.
Okay.
But it's kind of like a sad vibe to it, because you say, I wish you was the one, but I know that you just ain't.
Yeah.
So, and that's the whole thing, man. I see the EP as a compilation of songs about this pursuit of love, you know?
Yeah.
And every song is like a different character.
Yeah. Can you say there's a specific drive that makes you want to rap, that makes you want to, you know, be a poet? You know what I mean? Be an artist. Is there a calling? Is there a message that you want to, you know, convey? And if so, what is that message?
Yeah. So my drive is that I feel like sometimes I'm not exactly open to people. Like, sometimes I keep things bottled up, you know? And the only way to get them out for me is to hop in the booth and spit it out.
Okay.
That's one thing. So it helps me. It's like a therapy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I love to help out the young kids, you know, with these kind of rap messages and the positivity.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of negativity around, and I feel like we as artists, we are there for the people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We connect, we glue the people together. That's what I want to do. I want to unify. I want to unite the world. That's why we go into different. We make our music videos in different countries, you know.
Okay.
We go to different countries. We want to showcase the country. We meet the people. We meet the culture and everything, and we want to showcase that to the world, you know.
Word up.
Like this country is like that. Boom. Maybe somebody didn't know that, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody was close-minded, or maybe somebody is poor and he can like maybe exactly. Hey, my homie said it. Look, I just got the countries,
Patches, yeah.
the patches.
Is that all the flags that you've been in? Yeah. What countries does that represent? So
Yeah. So this one is Holland, obviously,
Netherlands,
the Netherlands. We made like 4 or 5 music videos in the Netherlands already, but it's the hometown, right? So we got Serbia. We went there last summer. Poland this summer.
Why Serbia?
Man, that was just random. that was just looking at cheap tickets and like we've never been to Serbia.
Okay.
Sounds like a new adventure, you know. Let's go to Serbia.
Okay.
So that's what we did.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people in the Netherlands. What do we know about Serbia? Right?
Right. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
What did you learn? I mean, what is Serbia to you now?
Serbia is a special place, you know. A lot of memories over there.
Good people?
Good people. That's the thing about our trips, you know. Our trips are like, we work because we make music videos, but at the same time, it's just so much fun. We meet people. We met like wonderful people. Shout out to Jagoda and Theodora. And they helped us all day with the music videos. Angela. Can't forget that. And that's great, you know. Like we're just there a couple of days, and people are willing to help these strangers all day to film a music video, you know.
What are your own cultural background? You have like, what are your roots?
My mom is Polish, and my dad is from Iran.
Okay.
But I was born here, so.
Did you go? Were you able to go visit any of those places? So you went to Poland.
Yes.
So to the
In
motherland.
The motherland. The motherland, yeah.
But not to the fatherland.
Not to the fatherland. No.
What do you think your background, your cultural background, does that have any influence on the music or on your perspective? You think, as an individual?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's more about my environment here. Obviously, I love my grandmother from Poland. I have a very good connection with her. But that's more family. I wouldn't say like it's really a Poland thing. Like I wouldn't say like, hey, this music, yeah, you can feel it's Polish or something, but you can feel the motherly and grandma love, you know.
Okay, I wouldn't say that, but I mean, did it form you somehow? Living in the Netherlands, you know what I'm saying, being from a different background. I see, you know, your friends are also diverse in the sense of have different cultural backgrounds. Do you feel that brought you to other people? Do you feel different in the country, or you didn't have those ideas at all, or those issues? You know? See, me as a person of color, I definitely had, you know, also those type of struggles in life to have to overcome, you know, or have to deal with, you know, still dealing with shit. But that definitely formed my worldview, and also is part of my mission, at least, to, you know, to build bridges and to make connections with people and bring stories to help create a bigger field of understanding. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm asking it. That's more the perspective of the question. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I feel you. I feel that if you're biracial, then it's difficult to fit in 100%. So, like, you're not 100% this. Then you go to the motherland and they say, hey, you're not 100% this. You know?
Yeah. What is that love part that you got from home, from your mother and your grandmother? What you saying? You know what I'm saying? Specifically, what you said. What is that ingredient? What you think you're bringing along with you? What did you learn?
You're asking me a tough question.
Hey, all right.
That's what you're here for.
The EP is called Love, by the way, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's songs on there called Love. That's the intro. A song called Choose. Fantasy, I Wish, you know, Love You, No Longer, and More Than Friends, right? And Want It All, and Wifing You Up. So, I mean, hey, there's some serious titles there, buddy.
Yeah. I feel like I said in the beginning about the having a role model. I feel like my grandmother is my role model, and
what did she teach you? What did you learn? What you take away from her as a role model?
I take away. I feel that she really tries to understand me. You know, I think when she really asks about me, how I'm doing, I feel it's genuine. You know, she really wants to know how I'm doing. And literally, like, my grandma is not the youngest anymore, so her memory, like, she might forget things, but she never forget things about me. She's super active and really just involved, you know.
So let's round it up, because otherwise we're talking too long.
Exactly.
People need to listen to the music, right?
Word up.
So, what you want people to take away from listening to the music, listening to the album?
I hope people can understand me better through the EP. I invite them into my world with this EP. It's the first EP I ever did, So normally I do singles, and now people really can get a chunk of my life, you know. I want them to enjoy it. Love is like the most relatable. Everybody can relate to love, right? So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make an EP for everybody, and love is the component. So this EP is really for everybody out there, literally.
Give us to go out, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit of the poetry of the album, you know what I'm saying? What would you leave us with? Like, maybe a couple of bars.
See, now it's difficult. Every song is so different. I would say, like, when they hear my music, they want to have my babies. Then when they finally meet me, then they start to hate me. That's a line. That's a line that I feel. I wrote on a summer night in Poland after an experience.
Okay.
Not getting in too deep with that.
Hey.
But, and that's the first lines of the EP.
Okay.
That's the intro, you know?
Hey, more power to you, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, sir.
Complex, love to talk to you. Love to see your development. You know what I'm saying? More power to young artists doing their thing. Any artist, you know, young or old, don't matter. Doing their thing, trying to bring some positive music out there.
Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, man.
Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Yes, y'all.
Thank you, MC Complex.
Yeah, man. Good one.
Aye. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, a diva, indica or sativa. Baby girl, I done told you I ain't smoking neither. I prefer to chill, keep it real and kick my feet up. You wanna party in Ibiza, apply for visa.